Hello there everyone, you are listening to Jasbir Kaur, and in this video we are going to cover two chapters of mathematics, chapter number 5 and chapter number 6. Chapter number 5 is about factors and multiples. In that we are going to cover topic of HCF, LCM and few divisibility rules. In 6th chapter we are going to cover proper fractions, improper fractions, mixed numbers, equivalent fractions. So let's get started with HCF first of all. Now what is HCF? HCF means highest common factor. Okay, so over here three numbers are given to you, that is 26, 48 and 52. We have to find out the HCF of these three numbers. That means the highest common factor we have to find out of these three numbers. So that means we are going to find HCF by common division method. So 24, 48 and 52. So 2 12s are 24, then 2 24s are 48, 2 26 are 52. We have to look for the prime numbers, that is 2, 3, 5, 7, 11 and so on. So always remember this, that always you have to write the prime numbers over here. You cannot write 4 over here or 6 over here or 8 over here. You always have to write prime numbers. So 2 12s are 24, 2 24s are 48, 2 26 are 52. Then again we'll divide this 12 by 2, 6 are 12, 2 12s are 24 and 2 13s are 26. Now these all three numbers will not be divided in the same table, right? So we have to stop over here. We'll not get a common factor to divide this number. So what we'll do over here, HCF is equal to 2 multiplied by 2, that is 4. So HCF of 24, 48 and 52 is 4. Now similarly we will be doing the second sum, that is 27 and 45. Now we'll look that 27 and 45, we have to think about that these two numbers together will go in which table, will be divided in which table. So 3 9s are 27, 3 15s are 45. Again we'll divide it by 3, 3 3s are 9 and 3 5s are 15. Now these two numbers will not be divided in the same table, so we'll write HCF is equal to 3 multiplied by 3, that is 9. Now let's do LCM. LCM means least common multiple. LCM means least common multiple. So let's do LCM. Now over here you can see three numbers are being given to you, that is 16, 28 and 44. Again you have to think about the first prime number, that is 2. So 2 will divide this 16, this 28 and this 44, because we have even numbers at one's place. So 2 8s are 16, 2 14s are 28, 2 22s are 44. Again we'll write 2 4s are 8, 2 7s are 14, 2 11s are 22. Again what we'll do, this 7 and 11, these two numbers are prime numbers over here. So what we'll do, we'll try to solve this 4. 2 2s are 4, we'll write 7 as it is. Again we'll write this 11 as it is. Then 2 1s are 2. Now we got 1 over here, we'll write 7 as it is, 11 as it is. Then what we'll do, 7 1s are 7, 1 as it is we'll write. Then 7 1s are 7 and then over here 11. Then again we'll remove this 11 over here, 11 1s are 11 and all these numbers are 1 over here. So we have to stop over here. Now what we have to do, we have to multiply these numbers, we'll get 1232. That is the LCM of these three numbers. Similarly you have to do for this 39, 45 and 54. Now you can see that in 2's table 39 will not go, 45 will not go. So we have to think about 3. So 3 13s are 39, 3 15s are 45, 3 18s are 54. Again we'll write 3 5s are 15, 3 6 are 18. 13 will write as it is, because this we got as prime number. It will only go in its table and in one's table. So 3, again we'll write this 13 as it is, 3 5 as it is, 3 2s are 6, right? Then 2 1s are 2, we got 1 over here. Then 5 1s are 5, 13 1s are 13. So we got By multiplying these numbers, these all numbers, we got 3510. That is the LCM of these three numbers. Now let's proceed with the divisibility rules. Now what is the divisibility rule? Divisibility rule means if any number is given to you, right? Over here we can see that 18,864 is given. If I want that you check it by 2, so what is the rule of 2? Divisibility of 2. Divisibility of 2 says that if the ones digit is even, the number is divisible by 2. Now over here the number is 36. Now if a greater number, large number is been given to you, what you have to do, you have to write the co-prime factors of the you have to write the co-prime factors of the given number. That is, the co-prime factors of 36 are 4 and 9. 4 9s are 36 and 9 4s are 36. The factors of 4 is 1, 2 and 4. 9, the factors of 9 are 1, 3 and 9. So only 1 is common over here, right? So 4 and 9 are the factors of 36. Now we'll see whether this number is divisible by 4 or not. Yes, last two digits are divisible by 4, that is 64. 64 is divisible by 4. Now 9. If we talk about 9, what is the divisibility rule of 9? It means you have to add all these numbers, whatever sum you will get, that should be divisible by 9. So we got 27, which is divisible by 9. So if the number is divisible by 4 and 9, so it is also divisible by 36. If any of the number, if we see that if this number would not have been multiplied or divided by 9, then this number would not have been divided by 36, right? So hence 18,864 is divisible by 36. Now let's talk about second question, that is 6,759 by 12. Now again we'll write the cofactors of 12 over here. Sorry, wait for a while. Over here we have 12. Co-prime factors of 12 are 3 and 4. 3 4s are 12 and 4 3s are 12. So the factors of 3 are 1 and 3, factors of 4 are 1, 2 and 4. Now let's see 3. What is the divisibility rule of 3? That addition, sum of these numbers should be divisible by 3. Now we got 27, so it is divisible by 3. Now what is the divisibility rule of 4? The divisibility rule of 4, that this last two digits, which is 59, should be divisible by 4, but here 59 is not divisible by 4. Hence 6,759 is not divisible by 12, right? As it is not divisible by one of the prime factors, the number is not divisible by 12. Now let's proceed with the proper fractions, which is our sixth chapter. In this we are going to learn about proper fraction, we are going to learn about improper fractions, then we'll learn about mixed numbers and so on. So let's start with proper fractions. What are proper fractions? Proper fractions are fractions in which numerator is less than the denominator. Over here in these examples you can see this numerator, right? This 2 is the numerator, this 12 is the numerator, this 82 is the numerator, 0 is the numerator, 26 is the numerator. These all numbers are less than the denominator. So whenever you see that the numerator is less than the denominator, then that number, then that fraction is a proper fraction. Now next, improper fraction. When you see that the numerator is greater than the denominator or it is equal to the denominator, then that fraction is an improper fraction, right? When in the fraction numerator is greater than or equal to the denominator, it is called improper fraction. Now let's talk about mixed number. Now what is mixed number? Let's see one example over here. We have 3 glasses over here. two glasses are fully filled with water and one glass is half filled with water. Now we have two whole glasses of water and one half. So what we'll do, 1 plus 1, that is 2. This 2 is a whole number, right? And this half is a fraction, right? Which type of fraction is this? This, you can see which type of fraction is this. Is it proper or improper? It is proper, right? Then you should be knowing that mixed number is made up of one whole number and the other one is the proper fraction. A mixed number has a whole number mixed with a fraction, right? This is a fraction and it is a proper fraction. So we can say that mixed number is made up of one whole number and one proper fraction, right? Now next, let us see one more example over here. We have again 3 glasses of water. One is fully filled, second one is half filled, and third one is also half filled. So we'll write 1 plus half, 1 by 2, or 1 upon 2 we can say. Now when we are going to add this, right, we'll see the LCM of this. We will get the LCM as 2. The LCM is 2. Now over here there was nothing in the denominator, there was nothing, right? So we have to write 1. Now as the LCM we got as 2, what we have to do, we have to multiply, we have to make 2 over here. That is 1 multiplied by 2 will get 2, right? Over here 1 multiplied by 2 will get 2. Now 2 upon 2 plus 1 by 2 and plus 1 by 2, that is, we'll add all these 3 numbers which are in the numerator, that is 2 plus 1 by 2 will get 4 by 2. Now we'll cut this. 2 ones are 2 and 2 twos are 4. So how many glasses of water we have? We have 2 full glasses of water now. Now next, equivalent fraction. Fractions that name the same part of the whole. Name the same part of the whole are called equivalent fraction. You can see over here there is a box. In that we have 3 parts and one part is been shaded, that is 1 by 3. Next, in this box we have 6 parts, right? 1 2 3 4 5 6. How many parts are shaded? 2 parts are shaded, so we have written 2 by 6. Now over here in this box you can see there are total 9 parts of this box and 3 parts are shaded. You can see that the same part of the whole is shaded, right? The same part of the whole is shaded. If we can divide this, 2 ones are 2 and 2 threes are 6. Over here 3 ones are 3 and 3 threes are 9. So by reducing that, this 2 by 6 we got 1 by 3, right? By reducing this 3 by 9 we got 1 by 3. So it is equal to 1 by 3, right? So all these fractions are equivalent fractions. Over here you can see that 1 by 3 is equal to 2 by 6 is equal to 3 by 9. Why? Because when we are going to divide this, 2 ones are 2, 2 threes are 6, right? Then 3 ones are 3 and 3 threes are 9. So you can see that these all fractions are equivalent fractions. To find the equivalent fractions, we either multiply or divide the numerator and denominator by the same number, right? Now next, addition. Now let's see how we are going to add. Over here we have 2 by 5 plus 4 by 15 plus 3 by 10. Now before adding we have to find out the LCM of these 3 numbers. So when we solved, we got the LCM as 30, right? So we have to make 30 in the denominator. Everywhere in the denominator we have to make 30. Now over here we have 5, right? 5 6 is 30. So we have multiplied with multiplied 5 with 6. Similarly we have to multiply this 2 with 6, right? So we got 12 by 30. Over here 15 twos are 30. Again we have to multiply this 4 with 2. We got 8 by 30. Now 10 multiplied by 3 is 30. Again we have to multiply this with 3. the number which you multiply in the denominator, same number you have to multiply for the numerator. So by multiplying, we got 12 by 30, 8 by 30 and 9 by 30. By adding all these numerators, 12 plus 8 plus 9, we got 29 by 30, right? So this is our final answer. Now let's see mixed fraction addition. Now in mixed fraction, what you have to do, first of all you have to multiply this. 3 multiplied by 4 is 12 plus 1. You have to add the numerator, right? You have to multiply this denominator and the whole number, and then you have to add this numerator, right? So we got 4 3s are 12 plus 1 13 by 3, and 6 2s are 12 plus 1 13 by 6. Now 3 and 6 LCM we got as 6. Now 3 2s are 6. Over here we have to make 6 over here. 3 2s are 6. Again we have to multiply this. As we have multiplied this denominator by 2, we also have to multiply the numerator by 2. So 13 2s is 26 and 3 2s is 6. Over here we already have 6, so we don't need to do anything over here. 13 by 6. So 26 plus 13 upon 6. So when we added this, we got 39 by 6. Now we have to write this in a mixed form, that is 6 6 are 36 plus 3 39. This way you have to write. Now let's see the subtraction. Same, there is nothing different in subtraction, only the thing is you have to subtract, right? So over here what you will do, 2 3s are 6 plus 1 7 by 2, 4 2s are 8 plus 1 9 by 4. Now we got the LCM as 4. We got the LCM as 4. So 2 2s are 4. Similarly we have to multiply this to 7 2s are 14. 14 by 4 minus 9 by 4. Now 14 minus 9 upon 4, we got 5 by 4. Now we'll do like 4 1s are 4 plus 1 5 5 by 4. So we got 5 by 4. In this way you have to do addition, subtraction in the fractions chapter, and we have covered HCF LCM also, what are prime factors, what are co-prime factors. So I hope you would have understood what you have to do in this, and whatever queries you have, you should ask in the class. We'll sort out. Thank you for today. Have a nice day.